Welcome, Madden Warriors, to the one-on-one podcast with Commish. What's going on, man? What is
What's
going
up, big
on?
dog?
This has been one of the ones I've been really wanting to do for a while. It's been great being in this league. I've had my own issues in this league with stepping out of line a couple of times, but Mike's been able to bring me in and just tell me those aren't the way we do things in life, and it's been great having your mentorship over the last almost 2 years of doing
Amen.
it, man.
Amen.
It's been great, building character, and I think that's what this league strives for. In the last one
Oh
on
yeah.
one, D'Lo mentioned that is like
Positive vibes.
not only as we are building like a really cool Madden league, we're building like men, and that's a really cool aspect of it. And I think that goes a little unnoticed. Like I don't think people realize what we're trying to build, and I think that's a good
hmm
aspect to it. So in that conversation with D'Lo, he was mentioning how like this league was created, and I think it'd be great for you to further expand on that.
Oh yeah, man. He started it, but yeah, back in the days, man, starting these leagues. I mean, we just were playing head to head and tournaments, live tournaments in garages. Chris and D'Lo and well, this guy Fingers hit us up, and it was actually bracket style, so it wasn't actually a franchise. So he would do some brackets. You had to get an app and put your brackets. And then I got a bunch of guys that I knew. He had some guys from, I think it was Chicago or the East Coast right there. And like David said, we're repeating it, but we kind of figured he was using multiple users, pretty simple to do, but we were playing him and we're calling him out and he'll move brackets around. And we found out it was him because he makes these noises when we're playing him. He'd be like, So I play another guy. I go, man, is this a Chicago thing or what?
Yeah.
So, I mean, David and Chris were kind of let it be, dude. It's fun. Let's just get it. I'm like, no, let's just call him out jokingly, whatever. And I knew I was pushing the buttons, but never did I thought he would like, you got to bounce, bro. Like you're too. And I was like, he's got to bounce. And then Chris and David went to work the next morning. To go, dude, we're kicked out too. What happened? And it was funny. He just told me, he's like, hey, dude, like you don't like my league, go start your own league. And I took it personal, and I'm like, all right, Dave, Chris, like, what do you think? Can we start this? And there you go, man. And we just jumped around from there.
No, I think that's cool insight, honestly. And further on, like I remember him saying that like you went into like multiple different leagues to try to
Oh
like
yeah, I jumped around. I ran into Tawny and Young Shake had their own league, and that was big because I'm an older guy, bro. That I don't know the technology and Discord. I didn't know you had to pay for it or it's free. So I got on Discord. They ran it through. I mean, Tawny. Shout out to Tawny and Young Shake. They really took their time with me, to learn it, and they showed me how to do the Twitch and the YouTube, the streaming the games. That was all their league. It was all daily, and they were one on one with me. And I played a 3, 4, 5 seasons with them, and then it came up. I was with ours, getting ours off the ground, and with his league, I think you had to change the name or something to like match your team, how we do.
yeah.
And then I told him, I'm planning on, I got my own league. And I remember Tawny's all the main thing, just don't try to, what do they call when they try to take players to your, I never did that with Tawny. I
Don't
just told him,
poach or stuff
yeah,
like
don't do
that.
that. And I was cool, respect. And when I left, because he's like, hey, if you can't change your avatar, so I can't really worry about your other leagues. I got to take care of my league, which was respect. And then when I left with class and respect and started ours and did ours, and it was just I don't know. I kept on just asking him randomly, "Hey, want to jump in, jump in?" And his league, I'm not sure if it's still going on, but him and Young Shake came over, and man, they're like perfect players that
No,
we won in the
no,
league, and they represent with their skills, their sticks.
definitely.
Tawny's what just pushing buttons. They're
Just
always in the
posting buttons.
playoffs.
He needs to market that with a
I
T-shirt
mean,
or something.
well, we got to get the shirts for him, man, for
Yeah,
that, man.
seriously, dude. That's sick,
But Young
honestly.
Shake too, man. He was there. I think they were both co-commissioned. I think it was a free league, and then I think Young Shake might have threw some money in there for the Super Bowl champ. I think
Yeah,
speaking of that, I think Recon. Remember Recon in our
yeah,
league? I think he might
definitely.
have won it a couple of times.
Yeah,
So then I switched to daily leagues, and then Chris is like, "Why are you on these leagues?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm just trying to." It wasn't about winning these leagues because they were free. I was just trying to learn little things to kind of bring into our
and
league.
and what
So
and what
that was
was
pretty
like
cool.
the time span in terms of like when that guy told you that, and then when you like actually officially were like, I'm gonna make
Easy.
it.
It was pretty quick, bro. Because I
That's
mean, we
quick.
have a lot of guys that play. Because I mean, I was talking to Chris about it before going on. Like, dude, like the people that we have are just cousins, friends, family.
Yeah,
That's the core of it. But like to get all you guys in, like I would wake up in the morning before work and I ran into
Yeah.
you, I ran into DJ Shane, I don't remember Cosmo. So we
Mhm.
got built up to about a good solid 12 that I knew we were gonna play.
And
And then it was crazy going from there,
yeah,
man.
and it's kind of crazy. Like typically, like when I'd get off work and play you, like it when
Hmm.
the very first time like we met up and played. I typically don't ever really wear my mic, and that point I did for some odd reason, and I never really had it on. And
Hmm.
and it's crazy. Like let's say I didn't have it on, we probably wouldn't have met, and it's
Yeah, and
crazy to
same
think
thing.
about.
That's funny you said that because that's
Yeah,
how I met DJ Shane. I was on my way to the beach, and then I stopped, and then I go, let me get a game in real quick. I was waiting for my ride, and then same thing. I didn't have my mic on, and DJ Shane was talking, little fun, nothing bad, but he's like, "Oh, you don't." I think he was
yeah,
working me, dude, just smashing. Well, you
yeah,
don't want to get on the mic. You don't want to get. I was playing around, and then
yeah,
bam, we hit it off. I mean, he works for MLB, and we're talking and kind of he was from Cali. We knew a lot of the same people. And I mean, me and DJ Shane hit it off just because we knew a lot of same things that we liked, and we got him in the league. And man, I mean, DJ Shane, and then him bringing in Dane, another solid guy. I mean, we could go down the list. We could do that probably in one of our regular podcasts. But
yeah,
me
for
and Chris
sure.
were talking about like the tree of the people that brought people in.
Yeah,
Bringing in
it's I think just
Oakley.
for the viewers' sake, it's cool to hear
Yeah,
about all the OGs and where they came from.
but I don't think they see the people that we had to get rid of. We had a lot of toxic players to say.
Oh,
You know,
100%, 100%.
people calling me out, cussing me out, calling Scully out, cussing him out. I mean, it just and then a lot
Definitely.
of these other leagues there, it was pretty toxic with the way they talk and the thing. And I don't know, like some people can do it, but I just wanted to make sure ours was kind of not non-toxic. It was friendly fire, talking crap, but positive. And at the end of the day, we got to make sure these guys learn. It's not all about winning, like you said. It's more life of like, taking the losses, like
And
classy and respect,
and
giving them,
I think maybe Raiders kind of learned from that today. He lost today
Oh
to
yeah,
Tawny,
much respect to the Raiders, man. I saw that game.
and it was cool to see him actually say like good defense, like GG, like
Yeah,
that was like actual like a compliment that I actually believe that he meant. So that was like a nice change of taking an L and just being like, hey bro,
definitely.
like that was good defense. And he struggled. He threw 4 picks, and he pointed out like he couldn't do really much. He did almost come
Hmm.
back at the end, but it's still cool when
Oh, he did.
yeah, and you're still it's still cool when you're able to like show the other player like, hey bro, you got me, like GG bro, like
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's cool to see. So, going on to like the next question, like what is like your perspective on like the future of this league? Like what are some of the things that you
Wow,
want to
that's a good
accomplish?
one.
Yeah.
I mean, the vision is just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Chris makes fun of me. That's another thing. Like, I'm calling Scully, I'm calling Chris now. Sometimes we'll call you on my way to work. I got a good hour drive. So
Yeah.
I'm calling all you guys and spitting stuff up there and just seeing what we got. Boom, boom, boom. But like our giveaways, I mean, a lot of you guys that weren't with us, we gave away 4 Madden, brand new
Yeah.
Maddens, man. I mean,
Seriously.
tell
No.
me a league that's giving that away, bro.
No,
And coming
seriously.
up in June will be that's 2 years straight, just nonstop, season after season, the league growing. I mean, like we said, we got the merch with my daughter Lex. I think you have some of the podcasts you want to make some merch.
Yeah,
Send it to me.
I
We'll get
wanted
that
to.
popping.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to get like that podcast logo on a hat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I
And we'll
want
get it
that.
popping because right now she's working on some hoodies. And
Yeah.
like we said it jokingly, but like, yeah, your daughters, your
Yeah.
girlfriends, wives,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah, dude.
got some tank top gear. And it's
Seriously.
just fun. And it's just fun because like I'll go to the gym, the guys will be, hey, what's Madden Warriors? And it, shoot, don't ask me a question. I'm coming out and
Hey,
you gotta stop
bro.
me talking, bro.
At the middle end of February, I'm going back to days, bro. I'm gonna be working with all my day
Oh,
people, bro. I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna
yeah.
definitely get a hat and a hoodie,
So
man.
speaking of that, like I remember when we started. I mean,
Yeah.
you had some highlights, and a lot of these guys don't remember, and your
Yeah.
time wise, and you got hurt.
Yeah.
But if you get back to those highlights, that was a game changer, man.
Oh,
The way you
100%.
edit it. So
100%.
like
It was fun.
that we can throw that more in there, and like we're talking about it. Like 20, we started about $5. We went to $10 because we got to gain our trust first, correct?
Oh,
And like
100%.
now we're at 20, and we don't ever want to go too high, but we want to get high that we got the dogs that guys we know it's going to be important in the play. So it's stuff to talk about, but we never want to go over the mount to get rid of anybody because we never want to get rid of anybody. These guys
No,
all
definitely
like
not.
me and David talk about it, me and Chris talk about it with you, and it's our league. We all built it. There's not just one person, it's a
Oh,
whole team effort, and we're all pulling the same rope. And the thing is, like, all good guys in our league, man. The community, I mean, solid guys. I pretty much text or for sure talk to them or even on the phone, most of the guys that are in our league. And I'll ask them questions. I never just a dictatorship. This is the way it is. That's it. So that's why when Scully makes these decisions, it's not, an easy decision on a fair sim or especially if we got to get rid of someone. They really got to, the guys we got rid of because of other reasons, but a lot of guys left because of other reasons, and it's classy and they're always welcome back. We
Definitely.
got a lot of guys that we can return, but we only have more 4 spots right now, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
No, it's like really great how many good people we have in this league, especially with like all the OGs that have been around for a long time, and it just stuck with us. Helped us build this league up. Added players of their own friends to our league, and they've been in great additions, and it's been awesome, dude. Honestly, I can't believe that we're approaching 2 years in June. Like that's
2 years.
that's
And when we
crazy,
say
dude.
that, it's 2 years nonstop. And then for a 3 day league, and that's another thing, going off of how we started, because these daily leagues are fun, but with work schedule, life, kids, family, whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
a daily league is tough. But the thing I
Mm-hmm.
learned from there, you got to learn the fair sims and that and kind of deal with it. It's a long season. But with 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
it's really a 2 day. With that third day, if you got that set time, I think everybody understands. So 3 days, I mean, I think that's more than enough time to get a game in, get your weeklies in, and all that. And the biggest thing, respect players, time. And we say a time, respect it, and don't say it is what it is because that's probably the worst
Gotcha.
you want to say.
Gotcha. The next question I'm gonna ask you, Mike, just because I've thought it for a while now. Obviously, you're an older guy, and
Hmm.
you've lived a lot of life. Not like saying you're 70,
Love
but
life.
no, you've lived a long life. Like, what what makes you like in terms of like your personality, like why you're so like kind and respectful, and like who taught you those morals like in your
Oh
life?
man, it's the man above, bro. Man
Yeah,
above right there, man. Church. I
yeah,
mean, just good
church.
friends, and you see mentorship and just
Yeah.
group settings. And I mean, to just look across, I have that saying of you're driving in the freeway, you look left, you look right, you're in traffic. You don't know what that person's going through, man.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
I'm a guy that just always at work. I mean, you ask anybody at work, it's always happy go lucky. But you don't know if I'm hurting or not. It's gonna put that smile because you're gonna make the day what it is. Like if I had traffic or I got a flat, I had the worst route. Like again, at UPS, I got so many stops. I got to flip it to, hey, it's overtime. Let's have fun. We're healthy. We got our health, and let's keep it going.
Well,
But
that's the
just sharing
thing.
that, sharing that with others, and I'm a big believer if that energy's positive and whatever circle you're in,
Yeah.
it's gonna be contagious. So we're all gonna be as one, pulling it,
Nah, and like I've took that insight to my own life. Just maybe people can persuade me as being negative a lot, and
Mhm.
I wouldn't say I'm negative. I just think that I'm an overthinker sometimes. I think that I overthink things sometimes, or I'm can be perceived as overly defensive. And I think I've taken some of your talkings to me like just over the phone, or just
Mhm.
like Wes is a really worth it. So I wanted to say
Right.
I definitely do like appreciate
Oh, appreciate it, man, all the time.
just the way like your mindset is on certain things.
Because I think
And
honestly, I mean, to talk about that a little bit in detail, I mean, Nine Live Weston, I mean,
yeah,
it was a lot of
seriously.
like stuff that you would say that
Yeah. No,
you
I
can't take back sometimes. But I mean, there was
yeah.
times in the very beginning, and I would have real good talks with Scully and Chris. I'm like, how are we keeping him in the league? Dude, I like this kid.
Yeah.
And
No,
like
seriously.
honestly, there's a lot of times the group was saying, "No, it's time to get rid of him," And I'm like,
No,
"Dude,
I know.
there's something there." But look at, I'm saying we saw something, and look where we're at today. Like you're a big part of the Madden Warriors, and
No,
I
dude, I
think
appreciate it.
now if someone snaps, I think
Mm,
you're gonna, I'm not saying no one's perfect. We all make
yeah.
mistakes, but we had a guy that you brought in. We don't need
Yeah.
to say his name, but he knew what buttons to touch, and I would tell you like.
Yeah.
Wes,
Yeah.
he's just pushing your buttons, bro. Like, let it be, man.
Definitely.
Is it really like again?
Is
Is
it
it really
really
worth it?
is it really
It's
worth it?
funny, but
No,
again,
like
like you say, yeah, with Madden, like it's a game. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a game. It's 100% a game. It's fun. It's something we
Yeah.
do, but the things we teach is, it's real life situations. Like,
Real
I
life
mean, the
things.
poor sportsmanship to the good sportsmanship. Like that 5 play cool off, people didn't like it, dude. But I'm right here watching the games with Chris. I go, those guys don't like that 5 play, but they only have 3 plays and it works head to head or on their friends. It ain't working here because we're a team and you get to see film on it and you learn it. So if you only have 2, 3 plays, you are going to have to dig in your playbook and you're going to be a better player
Oh,
overall. And
100%.
I seen it on so many players, man. Chris's stretch left, your tight end attack, and then David's comebacks. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going to live on those with
Yeah.
this league, they're going to eat you alive, bro.
Yeah, and that's the
But at
thing,
least you
like
guys have those. I don't even have that, man. I'm there always searching for playbooks, dude.
definitely. And like on defense for sure, like I was always using like cover three under because I like that play a lot. But now it's like, hey, you got to figure your shit out
All right,
essentially.
and
So
then you learn how to hot route it. You're gonna like
yeah,
say you want to cover three and you ran out of cover threes. You learn how to quickly hot route it. If you
yeah.
didn't, you're gonna learn. I see a lot of these guys run the mid blitz or these blitzes that are kind of glitchy. But if that 5 play cool up, you can only you're not gonna play the whole game with it, so that
Well,
helps out.
definitely, and like shout out to Krook. I know that he left this season, and I bet he'll be back in the future.
Oh, definitely
He
solid.
in that 10 to 15 minute free trial, he just kind of explained to me defensive schemes and the YouTube defensive scheme, I would say, and different
Hmm.
things like that. And it's one of those things where he was a good player, and he definitely taught me that I can use things to manipulate, which I didn't really think about in the past. Would just shell
It's like
defensive stuff like that.
It's
It,
like playing chess, dude. You got to
uh,
anticipate
it's like
things and move things
obviously like
around.
I
You're
understand cover
disguising
three,
stuff
cover
24/7.
four,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's that. So definitely shout out to him, and hopefully in the next few seasons, and maybe even next season he comes back and joins us back because he is a good player. So definitely.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Shout out.
Let's kind of move in a different direction. Honestly, I was like, kind of thinking about all the different questions I was gonna ask you, like leading up to this, and I think that the biggest thing that we can say about this league is that it feels more like a family now. Like at the beginning,
Oh, definitely.
it kind of felt like, we had a couple people, and then like so many CPUs, and then we just kept on adding and adding. So I think that that's
Hmm.
one of the best thing is like with doing this face cam thing, I feel like it's even gonna further that, and I think that doing this like video form content is gonna be great
Right.
for everybody to see. So one thing that I
Just putting
think
a face to the
yeah,
to the voice.
yeah, definitely. And like I'm just gonna ask people that I have messaged to try to be on this one-on-one, like obviously even for me, I've only been doing it for a little bit. Granted, I've had a few months of being on TikTok live and whatnot, and chatting with people I don't even know. But if anybody has the courage that wants to come on here and do a one-on-one with me, it'd be really cool just to get to see you guys, talk about something that you guys want to mention about your personal life, or
Oh,
just
definitely.
about Madden in general, when you started playing, et cetera, et cetera. But just this is a live, like invite, just to, if anybody wants to message me and come on here and do this, because it's fun for me. I know it's fun for Mike and everybody
Oh,
in the
yeah.
league to watch. So definitely. But
But
going,
again, this game that we play, and it is a therapy session for us too, man. Like
oh
I don't think
dude,
people see it.
dude,
I mean, we can go down the list of people, people that going through like just different life stuff. Like I'll let them ever if they want to talk about it. But I know a lot of people in this league that just some real personal stuff has hit home, and this little game is just get you away for a little bit of a second, just to kind of get a little therapy over it. Because life is tough, bro. I mean, if it's whatever we're going through, if it's finances, family, or health or whatever. At
yeah,
the end of the day, to go laugh and have fun playing a damn video game is awesome,
no,
man.
honestly, when I was going through my work situation at work, when
Hmm.
I partially tore my rotator cuff. That dude,
Right.
that whole situation was tough, bro. Like being treated like
And we were
garbage at
check
work.
in on you. We saw the difference because I mean, we
Dude.
saw how you're into, and
Yeah.
I mean, it could get depressing if your life is
No,
just
it
changed and
just is.
altered.
It's one of those situations where it's like, going to work every day. It kind of felt like they would treat me like a villain because I got injured at work, right? Like
Oh
it
yeah,
was
I
my
remember the
fault.
stories. We'll talk, and then we're trying to
And
give you info on that. Like, no, bro,
nah,
these are
dude,
steps you do.
it was just horrible situation. But now like the supervisor, that put me in that situation. When someone feels bad but doesn't have like the courage to say that they were wrong. That's how going to work every day is. Like it's because he knows I've worked for him for 5 years, so it's like when he
Hmm.
sees me, you can just see like how he talks to me now is like he feels bad but doesn't have the courage to
Right.
say it because admission of guilt is a thing, and I think
But
that
I just feel like, say, just that example, what you're talking about is great.
yeah.
Like, you don't know what that person's going through, man. He
Oh,
could be going through his
100%.
own little walk, his own little demons.
Oh,
And at the end of the
100%.
day, as long as you're doing right by yourself and
Oh no, and
everything
like
else always seems
I
to fall in place, man.
and I even told him kind of like just because I'm an honest person. I kind of was like, hey man, I'm coming in and I do my job and I go
Mhm.
home. Like it doesn't have to be much more than that. I just want to be treated with respect, and that's
Right,
just what I
right.
said. And he was fine with it. Uh, but it's one of those situations where you kind of can feel that he feels bad, and if if one day he apologizes to me in a cool setting, then I'm one of those people that's forgiving. So
Hey,
for
that's all
sure.
it's about, man. We
So,
all make mistakes, man.
but
But yeah, back to my little story, man.
yeah.
Last well, it was a December was a year ago, but it was 2024. I had a little scare emergency. Had to go, the hospital, and
Hmm.
nobody even knew, man. I mean, of course, my family and friends, but man, and that league, I remember, man, I was gonna go to the doctor. I was actually at ER, and I remember I was gonna get some surgery done. And I was texting, making sure Scully's still leaving the message. Make sure they get their game. I know it
That's
sounds
crazy,
funny, but I
bro.
was
No,
that. I mean, that's
that's
that
crazy,
hardcore
dude.
I am, dude.
That's
And I was
crazy
like,
though.
make sure they get their games in. Make sure you send this message. And I honestly didn't know I was gonna come out, bro. It was funny, but I mean, just to see my family and my kids, man. I mean, my family just stepping it up for pops. I mean,
No,
that's life right there, man. And it
no,
was just cool. And then to
seriously,
come
man.
back and then not miss a beat. I don't even know we missed a podcast, bro. We just fly. So that's why when people say life and they got to step away, I never give them a hard time because it's life.
Oh,
Some
seriously,
people
dude.
handle it differently, some people don't. So
No,
like, but the stuff that I know my family and my cousins that are playing in the leagues or friends, I know the stuff they've been through, and it is life changing and no one would know. So like for someone to say something else, it's like, hey, bro, we're all here for you. We're all together. We are a family. So like, if you need to talk about something besides football, we're always there, dude. And that's what I like
100%.
because that Discord is positive, man. And it sounds funny because we are grown, man. Some different ages.
Yeah.
We throw a birthday shout out. We love to give those birthday shout
Oh,
outs,
hell
man.
yeah, dude.
Big
Hell
old
yeah.
poker tournament at Surges. We're trying to get going, but
That's sick.
we didn't get that popping. But yeah, the birthday shout outs are cool. But shout out to Scully, man. The homie always comes through. And I mean, I drive to work. I'm calling Scully. I'm calling Chris. Call you. Call
Yeah.
David.
No,
I
seriously.
call them conference calls. I got my conference calls for my hour drive. And by the end of the day, we got it popping, man. It's pretty
No,
awesome.
no, it's really cool, man. Like I said, I think that everybody in this league needs to, definitely recognize you as like someone that's, really cares about this league, and it wouldn't run as good if it didn't have you and Scully. And I don't think there is a league that's like this. And I don't care. Like I'll put up
Yeah.
this against anybody. Like I really don't think that there's any other league that cares as much. Like seriously, like
And
hands
but
down.
again, like I like to always, whenever we get some praise, it's bring it back to where it is, man. We are who we are with the people, the players. Because if we have just some crazy characters, there's no league, bro. And like
Definitely.
to have the guys that are like, kind of getting into the program. This is how this program runs. I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, across the line of people sending me personal texts to me and Scully, like, "Hey, you guys are very organized. You guys do things well." I mean, those things are. I mean, that hits home that we know all that hard work is not unlooked at.
No, seriously, seriously, it's definitely not unlocked. And shout out to Scully. I couldn't imagine doing is like how many things that he does with dealing with confrontation
Hey,
sometimes in
to
chats.
deal with me, Scully, man, I gotta give
Yeah,
him a lot of love because I'm
seriously, man.
hard. You think I'm hard on you, Wes? Me and Scully have some shouting matches. Like, bro, do you think you pay me, bro? And I'm like, hey, you gonna write it or not, bro? Like, we're like on the phone, but like we get in some. But we
Yeah,
play ball together, so like we have that tough love. But
no,
and then
seriously.
Chris, I mean, Chris is awesome, man. That's my little brother, man. Love him. And what I like about Chris is that he's not a like cheerleader and gonna just agree what I said. Like, and that's the biggest part. Him and David, they're gonna say, Mike, that's not right, blah, blah. And then I go, all right, well, just explain to me. My big word is explain it to me.
Yeah,
And they
no,
do. And
no.
like, because if we just had one way, that's it. It's just not gonna run. But to have different views and we go back and forth,
Well, I
I
think that's
mean,
like
that's the
your
best part.
biggest like aspect is that you don't just like control
We're
the
not
whole
dictatorship.
league.
Yeah.
You actually like accept like any kind of advice. Like you don't just
We
be like
try.
you just don't be like, no,
Hmm.
that's not a good idea, bro. Like I've had my own things where even with this whole
Hmm.
thing, like, hey, like what if I do this one on one because I think it'd be cool to be able to bring
Oh,
the
you brought
face
up
to
that
man.
one on one, and
Yeah,
I mean, we go. Let's try it and look
yeah.
at, man. I mean, man, it's a big part of our league now,
No,
bro.
no, seriously. I like I said, I just think this is like such a
The
great.
podcast. I mean, we didn't know where that was gonna go, and
No,
that's a big
dude.
part of our league.
On
I
Spotify,
mean,
man,
the
YouTube,
channels. I mean,
channels,
man. I mean,
everything, dude.
honestly, where it's grown. I mean, I don't think when people get in it that's haven't been in it, like brand new guys.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if they know the hard work. Like we started from ground up. I mean, it was tough, man. But
seriously,
like
man.
where we're at now, I mean, it's a machine that's just running, man. Like Scully's messages used to be big, and I know they weren't reading them. Scully's messages are small, detailed. We send out the schedules, the channels, they pop. I mean, it's just it's like music, man. It's popping, dude.
Definitely. To close it out, man, like it was great doing this interview with you. I appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day. I know you're a busy guy, especially on a Saturday.
Hey,
But
man.
man, like this is great. Shout out Madden Warriors. Let's go.
Madden Warriors, peace out.
Peace out.